caring what people think is messing you up completely. It's stopping you from the love you want. It's stopping you from the six-figure job you want. It's stopping you from the life of luxury and peace and mental health that you want. And what's worse, it's even making you develop a form of imposter syndrome where you feel like you can't do it. All of this stems from one very potent reason. You care too much what people think about you. Keep watching and let me help you live the life you want by stop caring what people think. Here we go. Hey, do me a favor before we get started. You see that little subscribe button right up there at the top? Hit that for me. That's the best way to help me in this channel. I know you can't stick along all day, so here's the too long I got kids version of how to start living the life you want by stop caring what other people think. Number one, realize that you only have one life to live. This is the most important step to get started, and this is how you free your mind for the journey to come. Number two, put the hours in. This is how you build your confidence. Number three, obsess over the goal and be consistent along the journey. All right, everybody, let's deep dive into number one. Realizing that you only have one life to live. I know saying you only have one life to live sounds extremely obvious. I get that. I truly do. But most of us know that, but we don't accept that. Let me give you an example. There's at least 5 things that you want to do right now that are being stopped because you're worried about what someone thinks about you. Some of y'all want to become YouTubers, but you're scared to post that verse video because you're scared what the people at your job are going to think about you being a YouTuber on the side. Some of y'all want to drop out from school, but you're scared about what your parents are going to think if you're no longer on the road to be a doctor. Heck, some of y'all want to quit corporate America and focus on your dreams and downsize your life, but you're scared to tell your family that it's time to live a different life that may not be as luxurious as the one you lived before when you had a full-time salary in corporate America. All of these things point back to the same thing, that you're paralyzed by the fear of caring what other people think. But here's the harsh reality. People are gonna talk about you even when you're dead. I guarantee you, if you were to drop dead tomorrow, your job is not only gonna send flowers to your family and all that good stuff, but they're gonna be replacing you and thinking about ways to move on before the end of the week. And it's all done in love, no malice or hurt, but let this be the freedom you need to unchain you from the idea that you have to please everyone, because this is your life. This isn't theirs. No one is gonna care if you get to your deathbed or you get to old age and you have a ton of regret for never living the way that you wanted to live. Only you will care. So only you can set yourself free from this. And here's the last little thing. If you really just can't get over this, let me kick you in the butt and help you get over it. You are not that important. Yes, you heard me. You are not that important. Everybody's worried about how they look. Everybody's worried about looking stupid. Everybody's focused on their dreams and their goals. You may think people are assessing and focusing on you, but the harsh reality is they're just not that into you. You get me? Number two, put the hours in to build your confidence. A part of the reason why you're struggling with imposter syndrome that's holding you back from living a life that you really want to live, that six-figure job, the love of your life, is because you haven't put the work in to feel confident about what you need to do to be successful. Yes, there are no shortcuts from time, focus, consistency towards your goals. You have to put the work in to achieve the outcomes that you want. There's a natural question here. How do you know if you're not putting enough work in? Because when it comes time to take the action that you're really ready for, you feel ultra unprepared. You feel like you don't know what to do. There's no muscle memory to the movements you need to make to achieve your goals. You haven't even maybe practiced and rehearsed what you're gonna say to that beautiful person that you want to walk up to and desperately tell how much you love them, because you haven't put the time, energy, and thought into what it's gonna take to be successful. You're so paralyzed by what will happen if things go wrong that you never planned on what will happen if it goes right. Visualize success and work your way backwards from there. That means start with the end goal in mind in your mind, and then write down or think through every step backwards to the start of that journey and start from there. Put the hours in, do the research. There is no shortcut for this step here. And I guarantee you'll walk away with the confidence you need to start your journey. Number 3, and this one is a twin to number 2, obsess on the goal. Okay, all right, people, what's the difference between putting the hours in and obsessing over your goal? The answer is it's a mindset change. It's a healthy obsession and focus and dedication to building up the mental, physical, and emotional confidence you need to achieve your goal. It's not only just putting the hours in, but it's constantly thinking about, visualizing, and fantasizing about what it's gonna be like on the other side of your journey. Let me help you out here. Why do you pay to go on vacation? When you swipe your credit card, do you ever imagine that you're gonna have a horrible time? No. You're sitting down in cold Minneapolis, waiting to get to this warm weather and the beach. You're thinking about all the drinks you're gonna have. You're thinking about all the beautiful people you're gonna see. You're thinking about all the clubs you're gonna have fun at. You're thinking about all the great times you're gonna have with your family. You're not ever focusing on having a bad time. In fact, you're doing the opposite. You're obsessing on what this thing is gonna feel, look, and be like when you get to your destination. It's not just the hours here, the physical consistency of putting the hours in. It's the mental consistency here, the emotional fortitude you need here to really obsess over your goal and put yourself in a mental position to be ready to go after and achieve your goal. A big difference here between number 2 and number 3, and it's extremely subtle, but it's the exact reason why certain people win and certain people dominate. And if you really want to live the life you so desperately desire, it's going to take everything in you, including your focus and obsession, to get it done. So anchor your mind on the thing that's important, which is that goal at the end, which is that lifestyle, which is that love, which is that 6-figure job, whatever it is. Focus on that. Let that take up space in your mind instead of the obsession you have with thinking that everyone is judging and thinking about you, and that imposter syndrome that's anchoring you down and stopping you from living your dreams. Fill the space with something that matters, not with fear. Okay, let's recap the top 3 things we need to do to stop caring what other people think and live the life you always dreamed of. Number 1, realize that you only have one life to live. Number 2, build your confidence by putting the hours in. Remember, there's no substitute here. And number 3, obsess over your goal until it fills up all your mental space. Look, I know this is difficult. Focus, don't give up. I promise you have everything inside you need to achieve, but you gotta let go of all of that mental space, all that mental baggage that's coming from other people's opinions. You have what you need inside to live the life you want to live. Believe it. I promise you. As always, my name's RP. You can do anything with God and hard work. Don't get comfortable. Peace.